ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Fuck off! That is not Plagueis watching that shit. You did not just put Darth Plagueis in the show. Watching fucking OSHA and...
Fulfill your destiny. TheorySabers.com.
I mean, let's just address real quick the elephant in the room here. Leslie Headland interjecting Darth Plagueis for the first time on screen as some creepy dude just...
You're not gonna join me. I'd like to put my clothes back on. Wondering if it's honorable to kill me like this. Heat of battle.
in the shadows, just so that he can observe the children that have been created from the Force, so that he can go on and now this is the reason, this is the proof he needs to create life, to tell Palpatine. Imagine interjecting that much of your story before George Lucas's, just so that you can have your eternal stamp of approval of your name put on something that is timeless, so that you have something to add to your resume. I did that. I put Plagueis in there. Oh yeah, your name's gonna be timeless in Star Wars. I am missing Rian Johnson right now. That's how much I'm missing. I'm really happy it's over, and I wonder if they'll get a season 2. I really hope they don't, because she's gonna shit all over Plagueis, man. I think that's probably my main takeaway from the show. Like, apart from everything else, putting Plagueis in there is the biggest F up you could do. Not only is he at most gonna be like maybe 19 years old or 20 years old, if he's even born, but the fact that you now have him observing and creeping to kind of see that, okay, these are the ones, these are the true chosen ones, these are the ones that how they were created through the Force. I'm gonna try and do that myself and tell Palpatine he's no longer the original. Please piss off with that. Please go away with that. Literally just licking the fruit and putting it back on the grocery stand. And $180 million, too. Where do you think that money went? Didn't go to the show. I don't know where else it went. Even Wikipedia acknowledges.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
See, look, there's spoilers. Darth Plagueis, spoilers for the Acolyte. It doesn't put his birth. No birth. No birth. Just says died. Which is true. He died. The Phantom Menace. Let's see what they wrote. His first appearance is now in the Acolyte. And that's not Wikipedia's fault, man. That's frickin' Leslie now interjecting that. We will now never get Revan's story in live action, since Leslie stole his whole Fallen Jedi memory wiped narrative. Pain. Oh, Revan fans are going to be extremely pissed now, let me tell you. I could see them twisting things to have Plagueis either taught the witches to create the twins, to test a well, geez, he's even older then, to create the twins, to test a theory or something. Plus, if Smilo Ren is training OSHA, is there no rule of 2? What do you think? Well, no, that is the rule of 2. So now there's literally 2 Sith that... Oh yeah, I forgot to explain this. There's now 2 Darksiders, 2 Sith that are running around that with a season 2, Plagueis will probably try and teach or some shit. And Darth Plagueis was a legendary Dark Lord of the Sith, trained by Sith Master Tenebrous. At some point during his life, Plagueis acquired the protocol droid 11-4D. During his time as the Sith Lord and studying the Force, Plagueis acquired a vast amount of knowledge about the dark side and its teachings. At some time, he was studying the twins Osha and May and how they were created. In 132 BBY, Plagueis was present on an island on a planet. While there, he lurked in the shadows as he observed the Sith known as the Stranger depart from the planet with the former Jedi Varosha and Isaiah in tow. Well, there you have it. It's now in canon. And hey, don't send Wikipedia any death threats, because then there's going to be like 500 coming my way, but no one gives a shit about that. Jesus, dude, insane. I was reading up on when that whole Wikipedia thing happened. I was reading up on them. Forbes did an article on them. It was something like they did like 120 million hits back in 2015 a month. The most I ever did on my channel was 60 million. I mean, incredible business. Incredible. My hat's off to them for that. They've created something absolutely monumental, and websites pay astronomically higher than YouTube does, that's for sure. So great for them. Good for them, man. Keeping everything up to date. It's unfortunate this is the case, though. It's unfortunate that we now have Darth Plagueis. You know what? I just don't see this as canon. What's the rating you guys giving it? 10,000 people voted. 67% say it's a 0 out of 10. 7% say 9 to 10. 8% say 7 to 8, and 18% say 5 to 6. It could have been a long-ass movie. Can't believe Plagueis' first live-action appearance is in this stinking pile of shit. He deserves so much better. Unbelievable. For F's sake, let Theory pay attention. Not everyone hoots and hollers when they're watching a show. Oh, yeah. So when I do watch parties, I'm not like... I pretty much try to watch them as if I'm watching it alone or with my friends. And I hate talking during stuff. I just like to absorb the media, formulate my thoughts, and not be annoying about it. I don't want to, like, be a showman and be like, oh, I'm on camera, so I better, like, oh, my God, that's stupid. Oh, why? You know, maybe a few times, if that's my genuine reaction. But, you know, I give my take always once the credits roll and either praise or expose it. I'm not a smart man, but I can still see that this is trash. I don't even like Star Wars, and I feel bad for you. Yeah, it's just, at this point, it's just like salt in the frickin' wound. Salt and lemon juice. I'd rather watch Twitch whispered by DD than... Oh, God, no. Funny how shill watch parties claim they're the majority, but only one can barely crack 100 viewers, while Theory and Nerdrotic get to 11K plus combined. Bro, we had... The channel here was like over 12,000 people. I mean, there's over 10,000 right now chilling. But look, whether you're a majority or a minority, it doesn't matter. It just matters if you like the show, great. If you don't like the show, great. For me, as a lifelong Star Wars fan since I was 6 years old, I know the prequels. I'm not going to say better than anybody, but I would say better than most people that work at Lucasfilm. This show is just such an incompetent mess created by someone that thinks they know Star Wars in front of probably a group of people that have never watched Star Wars before. So she's surrounded by a bunch of yes men and yes women thinking that, like, oh my God, she knows everything. She doesn't know shit. She should never have been given $180 million for the show. Quick episode recap for those not watching it. Yeah, I just did. Shit. Stranger vs. Soul was dope. Everything else was sad. Did you like the Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon fight choreography? Is that what you enjoyed? All the woke fans who gatekeep Star Wars, they actually know the lore, are like, oh my God, who is that creepy green alien? Such frauds. We need to finally resist. Trump has inspired to fight for my beliefs. You should always fight for your beliefs, no matter what they are. But, you know, fight respectfully. And, you know, you always have to recognize that your beliefs are no better than anyone else's. Chimere Darth Nakedus. Some say his opponents fall just by brandishing of his whip. How bad, Disney? This is shameful for Star Wars. Oh, mark my words. This next week is going to be a outcry of people just giving their takes on how this is horrible. But hey, Stargrift is returning next Monday, so hope you guys are ready. Hope you're excited. Absolute trash. They stole every character in detail. Plagueis, Bleeding Crystals. Just a big fat F to all Star Wars fans. Without respect to George Lucas's vision, we reject Disney's trash fiction. They don't respect George, and yet they expect us to consume this. They wasted live-action Bleeding of the Crystal on this shit show. Fuck the goddamn crystal, man. Plagueis. She literally just... Oh, let's put Plagueis in there for 2 seconds as this creepy bastard who's spying on them and essentially gets the inspiration, the inspo, that this is the original who created life from the Force. So disrespectful. Just so you can be the one that say, like, I put Plagueis in there in live action. Yeah, okay. Yeah. You also put Ki-Adi-Mundi in there in a time of peace where there was 1,000 years, and now he... And the politician knows that the Jedi died, and then you put disrespect to souls. Bro, it's one flawed man. That's all you gotta know.